Hey, how you doing, everyone? It's Sodas 44. We're playing Craftoria, and we're covering Mechanism. So if you're not interested in the ore processing, that's pretty much what I'm going to do is the rundown for the ore processing. As you can see behind me, I have two evaporation plants set up, and at the top level, I've got the entire ore processing thing going. I think it's running good. I could just set it up for automatic, but right now I'm just looking to complete some quests or finish completing the quests that I had set up. And yeah, for my friends and family out there that are watching or following me, I love you very much and I miss you very much. And I hope that your day's even better than mine every single day. If you need anything, please feel free to get a hold of me. You can chat with me on the YouTube channel. I'm available on TikTok as well. But yeah, you know how to get a hold of me, and please feel free to do so. There's nothing wrong with that. Without further ado, let's get going into this set. The evaporation plants I'm having one major issue, and that is water. I have two separate different inputs going into it to keep it filled with water. Also, I previously had shown that these resistive heaters were set up here on top of this tower. That has no effect on the tower at all. You have to place them against a valve. I had forgotten about that. So make sure that you have your resistive heaters against a valve. I did move mine so that way they can keep up. Obviously, I've got plenty of lithium. It's not having any issue. But as you can see, I'm having issues creating enough brine to keep up with making the sulfuric acid and the hydrogen chloride. Yeah, and it's basically just the water. So what I did was, since I increased this already to the highest transfer rate it can go, it's not able to keep up because it's not being able to produce that much that fast. However, I did entangle block that same valve, and I connected it to an output right here. I just need to get another acceleration card, I believe. And don't worry, I'm going to run through the whole entire process step by step. And hopefully it makes sense and then everybody can do it on their own if they need to. All right, so that's a maximum acceleration card. Now I can upgrade it even further by upgrading the export bus to the advanced one or the extended one. I think that's going to still be available in the next update. I'm not too sure. Let's take a look now. Yeah, now we're looking at 13,000 millibuckets every time it pops in. It's not overflowing, but it looks like it's moving a lot faster. You know what? I'm not happy with that. Let's do a exporter. Let's see. Let's go ahead and upgrade it to the next one. So that's the upgrade. That kind of stinks. You got to make the upgrade, then make the upgrade. Oh, okay. That should upgrade it some more. Let's go do that. I have got the area cleared out, so that should make it even faster. Oh yeah, you see it jumping up to 50 some them 60 some buckets. Can it go? Nope, that's as fast as that'll go. I don't know why I need all those, but if that doesn't work, we can put yet another exporter. You know what? I don't care. Let's do it. Extended export bus. Go. I want to be able to see this thing filled up with fluid, so uh maybe this will work. And then tell it water. I don't know if it'll take water in from the top since I know that that's not actually legit side. And it may also be that that's as fast as I got water going in. The factory block that's down here, this may not be able to keep up. I mean, that's completely possible. That might be the max speed that it can run. Oh, it's because I don't have enough pipe upgrade either. Okay, let's do that. I mean, let's go. I already have some of those ready made. Let's take that one out and put in that one. Yeah, that's what's happening is it's running out of fluid. Well, even that one's not keeping up. Fine. Hey, you want to do it. Let's go all out. Um, where's my fluid pipe? I don't have any fluid pipes. I'll walk you guys straight through the whole entire process of making sulfuric acid, all of it. Like there's sodium hydrochloride I had to make. I mean, I had to make all the different stuff. It's it literally ate my brain up doing it all, but it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It's not as bad as doing the in modern industrialization. That's way worse. Okay, so we're gonna try and go like this and increase the speed of how fast this fills. Aha! There, now it's staying full. Okay. So that should, now the limit's going to be on the exporter. And if it doesn't keep up with that, we're in trouble. Looks like it's starting to gain. Look at it go, it's gaining. I auto-crafted like 1,000 of that dust as well, just to kind of help. And it looks like maybe I need more heat now. Let's give it 1K. I mean, there's no reason not to max this thing out. It should be maxing the production out at all times, even during the nighttime. I'm just gonna let that run, and then when at night I'll check it later to see. But it looks like when it's popping in, it's eh. Oh no, we're gaining brine. We're gaining brine. Yes, okay. I know it's kind of silly. But anyway, so this electrolytic separator is splitting brine into sodium and chlorine. That chlorine is going into an entangler. I was using the entangle blocks, but the entangle blocks do not like using the outputs from some of the machines when it comes to, especially if it comes to chemicals. It doesn't like chemicals at all. It can handle other things, but chemicals for some reason, not so much. So anyway, you have an electrolytic separator that's taking the brine from your evaporation plant and it's becoming chlorine and it's becoming sodium. So I made a entangler for each of the different chemicals that I'm using in this process, including a couple of them that I haven't started using yet, right, like sodium. Sodium is just being stored up for later because I'm going to need it for other processes that take place. And that chlorine is then pumped into here. It is full, mixed with hydrogen. Oh, well, my speed and energy are maxed out. So this is just being used as fast as it can be made. Now that means that I could probably use 2 of these infusers. But what it's doing is taking the hydrogen from downstairs because that's an electrolytic separator that separates the water into oxygen and hydrogen, right? And then so the hydrogen is inside this entangler going inside of this infuser. The infuser is a combiner. It's like the opposite of the electrolytic separator, and it's smushing it together, and it's making it into hydrochloric or hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride is then being used to create sulfur, right? By changing gunpowder into sulfur. I don't have an infinite number of gunpowder, but I can, I believe, make gunpowder from the replicator, and I could set it up. I probably could set it up. Is it replicatable? Yeah, it's replicatable. It's funny. There, it's replicatable. It just uses the earth and the plant or the living material. And so I'm going to turn one of my replicators on to permanently produce gunpowder. And because this is going to be running a long time, like a lot. And so I might as well go ahead and do that. Oop, I forgot. What the heck was that all about? All right, too fast. So let's go ahead and turn this one onto gunpowder. I think that should do it. Now it's super slow, even with the soul surge, which I don't know for sure if the soul surge is really pushing things 4 times as fast or not, but it does seem to be working somewhat. The problem is now that this is producing gunpowder, kind of, I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Well, it's got to actually export too. That's the other problem. So I guess I'm going to need to have it put somewhere. Let's turn that off right now. I'm going to turn that off right now. And the reason for that is I need to be able to have a whole set of these, maybe like a group of them running just gunpowder if I'm going to use that, because this is converting earth and plant material, which is basically what I've got an infinite number of anyway. So I'll probably create a small room with nothing but these running for gunpowder. And that's a pretty good conversion, I think. Sand and plant material from my farm constantly making gunpowder is probably going to be the most effective use of the gunpowder. Otherwise, it's going to run out. Now you can get sulfur in another way. I don't remember if I told you guys or not. So you can convert gunpowder into sulfur, or you can make charcoal using hydrogen chloride. I'm sorry, you can use charcoal. Sulfur can also use the pressurized reaction chamber and oxygen to create, and charcoal to also create sulfur, which is what I was originally using because I wanted to be able to use this mixer to create synthetic rubber. So I already had that set up going downstairs here. In fact, this is it right here. This is where if I put sulfur or charcoal in here, it'll produce a whole bunch of sulfur. So maybe it might be better to go ahead and run this. And export a continuous amount of charcoal, because I think charcoal also is infinite. Right? Well, it's worth it's worth 2 times it costs 2 times as much as the gunpowder though. So maybe the gunpowder is better. Gunpowder, actually it's 4 times more for each piece of coal. Oh, that stinks. But I have this set up on ow, I got something in my eyeball. I have this set up already so that there's an automatic charcoal thing going. So I guess I could just tell it to make it and it'll automatically start producing anyway. Anyhow, that's how you get your sulfur. There's 2 different ways of getting sulfur. That's the way to do it. That way, I like the gunpowder process now. It's the only thing is with this gunpowder process, you're gonna have to figure out how to get gunpowder all the time, and that's gonna be like a creeper farm or something like that. Or I could basically just turn my farm up over there back into a regular creeper farm, something to that effect. Or I could just get a creeper in general and duplicate him, something to that effect. Okay, there you go. Now, this is a router that has the chemical modules in it. That's all that's going on here. One module is pulling it from here as it's being made, which, why does it not have enough energy? Spirited is not enough. All right, fine. How about a nitro? All my gates got eaten. I don't know what happened. I've been having weird items getting eaten a lot lately, and I'm beginning to worry about it. It's getting worse and worse. Oh my lord, that's not even enough. With a nitro? The nitro produces 1,000,000 FE a tick. And you're telling me that that's not enough to keep up with this thing. This thing needs 3.2 million FE a tick to run at full speed. Holy crap. One of this orb right here stopped working because the lasers underneath decided to assign themselves by themselves to these orbs. If that ever happens to you, get yourself the wrench from Powa. Right? You grab the wrench. It's got this little purple wrench, and then you can switch the mode. You can like shift right click and you can rotate link. If it's in link mode, it'll show you the lasers so that you can see how many are going. So it did come in handy. I just put 2 on here, and then I put the rest all on these right here, because this is basically the easier, the harder, than the harder to like convert. I don't know for sure, but I think I should put a point on that thing. I don't know what the limit is, but 1,000,000, 1,000,000's pretty high. Oh, there we go. Now we're backing up. I need to put more speed and stack upgrades in here. Not at speed. Let's put some speed upgrades. And then how about stack upgrade, more stack upgrades? I've been making a bunch. $20 is a lot. Basically, I've been putting gates on everything. Yeah, I'm going to run out of gunpowder very quickly. I'm also sending the hydrogen chloride over here to the ultimate injection factory. So let me cover this process real quick so we can get this gone, because I got to get going soon. So the sulfuric acid is being collected by this quantum entangler porter here. It's outputting into a dissolution chamber where you can put all of your ores. The ores will then process, I'll show you. Just go to raw, copper block. I think copper blocks might work. All right, so yeah, it's converting your copper blocks into a dirty slurry. One of the quests was supposed for me to get dirty slurry, so now I have a tank full of dirty slurry. I picked that up over here. In this tank right here, I put an empty tank inside the little plus symbol, and it filled it up, and I got quest credit for that. Then you have over here a copper slurry with the clean iron slurry on the other side, because I haven't finished processing it, but it needed a tank of clean iron slurry. I got it, but it's not giving me credit for it in the quest book. So I'm having issues with that. Like, it's supposed to give me credit. I have the clean slurry. It won't complete it. It did complete this one, though. So we're good there. We're only missing this one right here, and it won't let you view recipes. I'm imagining that there's some form of quest mistake somewhere in the system. Don't know. Anyway, the clean will then go into the crystallizer. The crystallizer then can... I turned them off because they run so fast. I wanted to show you guys. So the crystallizer turns them into crystals. That makes sense? Crystals. Then the crystallizer sends them over here to the injection place, which is the hydrogen chloride, which is salt. That's coming from over here, right? There. It's being sent over there with this reactor deal. So that's what's going on. Hopefully that makes sense. And then that will turn these crystals into clumps. Well, shards, turns them into shards. The shards then run over here, and then the oxygen is coming from the electrolytic separator downstairs. And those are then converted over into clumps. The clumps are then put into the crusher. The crusher then pushes them over here into the enrichment factory, which then makes it into the dust. As you can see, I've processed some uranium just to try it out. And then you have your smelter that will then turn it into ingots. If that's the process, if you want to go all the way on that process. Okay? Now, in order to get the hard part is getting this sulfuric acid. So let's talk about that real quick. The sulfuric acid comes from sulfur trioxide and water vapor. Water vapor is super easy. All it is just water, a reverse condensed, makes sense, spread apart and turned into steam, which is water vapor. Same difference. Well, cold. In a vacuum, water will boil and turn into water vapor. Well, you get the idea, right? So this is basically turning it into water vapor. The water vapor is fed into this side. And then on this side, you have to give it the hydrofluor, what is it called again? Sulfur trioxide. So a sulfur trioxide means 3 oxides. It's just oxygen and a sulfur dioxide mixed together, which technically would give you sulfur trioxide, but that when you combine it together would give you sulfuric acid. However, they're taking the sulfur out of it when it mixes with the dirty uranium slurry. So technically, you should be getting sulfur as a byproduct also, but that's fine. Yeah, that's basically it. You're going to take your sulfur trioxide and we're going to put it in here. Sulfur trioxide is oxygen, and a little tiny little bit you'll see come from here is sulfur. You get it? Okay, cool. Oxygen coming from downstairs, being sent to 2 different locations, being sent to here, and it's being sent right here. So that's why you can see my uranium shards are being processed. Pretty neat. I think it's pretty neat. Now I'm going to send that to a importer. And it's going to process that all the way through. Next will be copper once all this stuff runs. Looks like we're running out of energy on this one as well. So let's go ahead and upgrade its energy. No, that was nitro. So I'm running out of energy with nitro with full speed and full energy upgrades. Yikes. I am really baffled. I'm wondering if maybe these are not connecting like they are supposed to. But anyhow. They are not. They should be running right now and producing 273,000 FE a tick. It's literally out of energy. Running mechanism. Wow. I am using a very large amount of power right now. I had no idea it was pushing it that hard. Looks like this one must be pushing out too. I should probably use... Well, no, that's fast as it gets. 3 million. Well then, how do I make it so that it's a little faster? Let's try the configurator. See, where's my configurator? My stuff is getting eaten a lot. It's really starting to make me worry. Yeah, it ate my configurator. So system ate my configurator. It's not like I'm gonna run out of stuff, but it worries me that there's too much riding on this already. There. Um, just to try and make sure that that's all moving like it should. I wonder if I should go ahead and get another ender night. I wonder if I got any more cells. Some of my stuff is just gone and there's nothing I can do about it, so I just kind of like look the other way, but Niotic. Which one is the one that's it's the ender cell nitro. So let's try ender. Cruise blazing. Niotic. I don't even have spirited. But some stuff has been happening just at pure random, guys, and I don't know what else to say. It's just disappearing, voiding out. Some of the quests aren't completing, no matter what you do, what I do. So, yeah, you might get frustrated yourselves. Let's go ahead and push that here. And that should add to the amount that's going into the system. It's only giving me what's coming out of here now. Let's do this. Break that, place it up here, and then give it one more of these ultimate cables so that it's sharing. I didn't expect it to take that much juice. I'll be honest. It was really not. That was not planned. All right, so now we have this running max input and output, and this one is inputting and outputting. And this is a lot of juice. Wow. Wow. That's incredible. Well, I mean, look, this is staying full. So I guess I could go ahead and use something even more powerful, but what is going on? This thing is just out of power. This one's got plenty of power, but this one's got no power. I do have a point, literally. So why is it taking that? I don't know, and not taking the nitro. The nitros are really strong. Yeah, 1 million FE a tick. Huh. That's as strong as it gets. The points are way better, apparently. Now, see, look, this is only pulling 160. Well, it's not keeping up either. But this should be saying a mil, and it's not even doing that. This thing is not even giving me a million. It just can't keep up. 1 million FE a tick, yeah. My system is just not producing enough juice. Well, look who's going to have to make themselves another reactor. I said I was going to make another reactor. I didn't expect that I actually have to. It's 36, isn't it? Crap. Come on, let me in. Where's the reactor one? Reactors. Yeah, it's 36 per. Wow. All right, well. Let's go. I mean, we got the stuff. It's just going to take a long time, but I'm glad I fixed this power system mess up because it was messed up bad. Well, now it's not going to have enough energy to to process everything completely for a little bit, but wow. Okay. How much time we got? We are probably out. No, we're not out yet. I knew Mechanism always uses a lot of energy, and I'm kind of glad that they did this, to be fair. I think it's just one of those deals where if it was just to give me infinite energy, it would be, I don't know, it lessens the fun for me, I guess, a little bit. We're going to use the Entangle block to power up this other reactor. Since each reactor is about 200 and was it 227, 200 and something. Okay, generation factor 300,000 FE a tick. At 300,000 FE a tick, I mean, 3 of those should do it. Okay, let's quickly finish the explanation on how this process goes. The hard part was the sulfuric acid, which is basically we got the vapor, carbon dioxide. This makes the sulfur dioxide, which is combined with the oxygen, which makes sulfur trioxide, which is then being sent over here. And that's why this is empty, because I have water vapor and sulfur. Just kind of barely see sulfuric acid being formed. This sulfuric acid then is in the entangler, which is what's inside here. And that's what's given us this process. We are literally out of energy. Like main energy. Wow. Is my gas burner out too? Holy smoke. What about the other one? Oh, wow. Yep, now my main system is out too. How are you doing? Burning as fast as it can, I'm assuming. All right, so this thing is going to need a little bit more speed. Maybe that'll help push it over the top while I wait for the other upgrades. Okay, it's 4 away from max. All right, we're gaining here. We're producing 40,000 FE a tick out of this one. Yeah, so 45,000, and it's filling up, so it's going up even more. It's still not enough. That's crazy. That is crazy. I was never expecting to. Wow. See, the input here is already at 105, 107, 108. I don't know if power surge really is a good thing to do or not. Nothing in a buffer. Oh my god. Now I could increase that even more. Well, why not? You know, might as well. We're in it to win it. We're gonna go ahead. Well, how many we need? 4 more speed upgrades? We're outrunning the biofuel now. Which I don't know if y'all remember, but that's being created at my main base. The beach house. I was not expecting that to happen, but this is great. I'm kind of glad. I really am. Wow, look at that. Yeah. Well, let's see. We need more speed upgrades. Forget it. Let's go all but one. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, we're outrunning it. I'm not even gonna give it to any more than that. That's good enough. Um, because we're gonna run out of power. Leaving it one away from the max speed might be just fine. Holy moly. Okay. At least that one doesn't use up all my energy. All right, this is going to be connected to a, well, do we want to take this and run it inside or not? I got an idea. Um, I can run one router. And now I'll put that in Machine City. Oh, I know what to do. What am I thinking? The wither got out. I heard a sound. Why? Oh my lord. Oh, you know what? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, I mean, I did upgrade all these guys to max speed also, like to tier 4 also. So this thing is just running like crazy. And then these are all running also at max, like with, well, these ones aren't, but these ones right here, these ones have tier 3s and tier 4s. So that way I can get the dusts and stuff. So I'm kind of, yeah. I was wondering what that sound was. I was like, what? A wither escaped again. Talk about running out of power for real. Um, what do I do? Oh yeah, I went to the wrong hole here. I need to go. All right. So these are gonna. This is gonna work just fine. Uh, that's gonna work fine. Why is that powering it? I don't need to see particles. Thank you. Here I am talking smack about the fact that I could run this at any level I want for heat, and it'll be just fine, and then it runs out. And it's still not keeping up. The brine production is still not, even though it's maxed out. So I guess the thing to do would have been to make it taller. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make that taller. Yeah. I just don't know. Mekanism seems to be kind of expensive for what it's producing. Anyhow, let's put this router here. We're going to send to this guy right in here. In theory, it should work. And you're going to output over here. Yep, now we just need to get some stack upgrades. I can't tell you how many maximum is. There, it's just stack at a time. That's pretty good. There, all the extras are going to go inside the system. Except for this one doesn't have any juice. So it can't produce anything. Wow. That means my production for my nitro. Yeah. It stops. Well, it's slowed down. It's got to produce so much dielectric paste. Wow, guys. I think that's enough embarrassing situations for me for today. Oh, that's right. Might as well put some osmium in here. Uh, yeah. Well, we'll just do that. It's not like it's not going to run me out of energy because I'm out of energy everywhere else. I mean, it's got a million buffer. That's probably another reason why it was still running, was it had such a, some of the stuff had buffers. Maybe I should make another gas burner just to kind of help out until I can get another. Well, I don't know if it'll help. This is maxed out. This PRC is maxed out, and if that's as fast as it goes, and that's as fast as it receives. Uh-oh. What is all that? Oh, maybe that's why. Yep, I'm gonna. Let me get an alloy. Oh, wow. Hopefully I got enough energy stored up in the system to get myself that reactor. I'll get the wither back in a little bit. I thought there was a weird sound. I was like, what is that odd sound? What could that sound be? Well, it could be me dying. Could be the horse. Is that a horse? What is that? Not a horse. Definitely not a horse. All right, so it looks like we're pretty much. Let's see. This is level 1. Let's go upstairs. And so now it looks like I'm limited by the exporter downstairs. You like my little floating lattices? Yeah. Um, where did I put that thing at? Oh my God. I didn't label stuff this time. There it is. Yep, that's it right there. So let's go ahead and turn up the speed on that. Huh? We just happen to have 4 left. We can see it working. Heck yeah. Are we going to actually get through the seeds and the wheat? Because I believe wheat can also be crushed with the crusher, right? Yeah, so even wheat can get done. So I can send wheat also. But I wanted to get rid of the seeds first and then the wheat. Wow, and it's look at the energy. It's barely even able to keep up because the energy right now. Oh my God. Wow. I could turn off my laser miners and that'd probably be enough to get me back up. But yeah, I don't usually run out of energy like this. This is awesome. 2 times in one game. One playthrough, just pushing the juice to its maximum potential. Hey, but we're running. You can see it's popping in and out. Look at all that. So yeah, we're processing ores. We're doing our thing. We're able to keep going. hopefully I can get my reactor running. Hey, thanks for stopping by, everybody. I appreciate you. I love you, miss you. If you need anything, let me know. Honestly, I mean it. If you know me, I do miss you guys. Like every single day. You mean the world to me.